before that, Kansas City, it is in the bullseye for severe weather this weekend, which isn't unusual for Kansas City to be a target zone for some intense thunderstorms this time of year. And this weekend, it does mark the beginning of an more active weather pattern that's going to be returning into the central and southern U.S. So we talk about storms, and we also talk about flash flood risks. So let's look at why this is going to be an extended period, perhaps, of being a little unsettled. There is our weekend outlook. There is our boundary. There is our area of low pressure along that boundary. That'll eventually start to sag further to the south, right? But this is going to be that zone, that trigger zone of where we could have some intense thunderstorms, where we get a little bit of that enhanced shear. So the level 3 threat, another day of level 3, right? And so this is going to be targeted from Kansas, eastern Kansas through Missouri and into Illinois. Even the level 2 threat, Stephen, we're talking about zones that just went through and got through really a long week of severe weather risk. Yeah. A little bit of a break today before we start to bring it back for the weekend. Anywhere between Peoria, Illinois, and Chicago, that zone, that's where in Maryville, Indiana, that's where Robert Ray is. Streeter, Illinois. We have video of that tornado, which we've been showing. So that's the zone to watch. But obviously, that level 3 out of 5 threat, we're going to see the storms produce. And by Saturday afternoon, that pushes off to the south. But one thing about this time of year, late night storms with a low-level jet. This is when the low-level jet becomes a much bigger story, and that's what fuels these storms and brings the heavy rain and maybe even the wind and tornado potential. I know, and I think too, maybe for some of you, you get 2 rounds of storms, just depending on where you are. Regardless, though, we have a lot of moisture still to work with, and in some of these thunderstorms, we can get some of the heavier rainfall rates. So you consider rainfall rate plus just the fact that it's been stormy and wet, and we're going to add more rain on top of that. So there is that concern in addition to the wind threat. And I think any trees, any tree limbs, any branches, that could be coming down with the wind. I think so. Through Monday, that's a look at the rain potential. This is kind of interesting to see because it looks as if there's a hole or a gap between Jonesboro and Little Rock, and then we see more rain. There is a reason for it. Obviously, the severe weather that we have through the Ozarks and Missouri on Saturday, but then as that stuff pushes farther to the south, it is going to tap into some additional moisture. We'll probably see the boundary make some ground to where we don't see a ton of rain in northern Arkansas. But then once it gets south of Little Rock, we're going to see that rain threat build. And this sort of goes hand in hand with that Gulf threat that we've been talking about, because that moisture fetch, it's going to be a significant one. Yeah, I think, and I think we've had some really intense thunderstorms, don't get me wrong, but it's been a very widespread flash flood concern for so many areas from west to east. So I think considering that, there is also an outlook from the SPC in regards to Sunday, complements of this boundary just kind of hanging out. So this would be Sunday, because notice it does sag further to the south, but damaging wind and even some hail could be a part of those storms. And then as you look at the flash flood risk, again, early next week, it's hard to discount what's happening in the Gulf and that enhanced moisture. And so we'll be watching those zones.